And on this week's episode of Know Your CEO, we get to interact with Dr. Catherine Ngahu, the Group CEO of SBO Research Limited, a leading research company that does research for corporates and parastatals. Take a look. We want to know how a CEO sees her world, and here's how. Apart from running an organization and strategizing, their key role is to ensure there is money in the bank. Our CEO this week is Dr. Catherine Ngahu, the Group CEO at SBO Research Limited. Dr. Catherine, thank you for creating time. In a nutshell, please tell us who Dr. Catherine is and what kind of business you're running.
First, thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk to me. Switch TV, appreciate that a lot.
Anytime.
In this business, the kind of business I run is SBO Research Group has two businesses. It has SBO Research and SBO Training. Those are the two companies that make the group.
Please expound a bit.
We do services in the area of research, which is basically a consulting service, research and training and consulting. And what we do is work for corporates to help them gather information from their consumers to understand what their customers are thinking, their attitudes, their expectations around their products and services. And then we help them with advice about how to tap into that insight and develop better strategies, marketing strategies, to reach that client in a better way.
26 countries.
Yes.
You have penetrated 26 countries.
Yes.
What motivated you to move out of Kenya and venture to 25 others?
When I started this business, I also joined a network, an Africa research network, which was in many of the African countries. I'd also come from Wharton Business School in the US, where I had met many people. So clients from other countries, actually most of the research we do in those countries is requested by people in other countries, maybe in the US, in Europe, or other African countries, who tell us we want you to study 5 countries, 6 countries, and the like.
I mean, who's the biggest client you have served outside Kenya?
Most clients, actually, they're international clients. They are always going to be based in Kenya, because Kenya is a regional hub, is a hub for international organizations. So even if we work for people like Google, they're in Kenya. If you talk about Diageo, it's in Kenya through EBS.
Yes. And
I would say it's one of our largest outside Kenya, Diageo.
Diageo.
Yes.
How did you know that research will pay?
I used to tell my students that research is a money maker. But I actually didn't say that. I used to say consumer behavior knowledge is a money maker. I was teaching them consumer behavior, and I wanted them to believe in it.
What was your golden research project?
Okay, one of the most interesting research projects, I say it's interesting because it was unusual, where the client told us to go to the informal settlement. Actually, it was Safaricom who told us to go to the informal settlement and find out about the lifestyles, the activities, and opinions that people hold. It was not related to any of their services. It looked at how people live, what they do with their lives, how they have their breakfast, their lunch, their entertainment, and stuff like that. It was interesting.
That's the one that you remember most?
It's one I remember most.
Do you need any capital to start SBO?
Let me say I started with intellectual capital. I needed intellectual capital. One of the beliefs I have about business, if you're starting a business like in services, many times it's not money that you need. You need 2 things, in my view. You need know-how and you need know-who. If you have those 2, you can find the rest.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Ngahu. The next thing that we're going to do is quick fire. We get to know Dr. Ngahu. Away from the serious CEO, what does she do out of the office?
Yes.
Dr. Ngahu, this is quick fire.
Thank you.
Dr. Ngahu, among the 26 countries that you operate in, which is your favorite?
My favorite country is Kenya.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up around 6. I start by doing praise and worship in the morning, and I do some exercise.
Or with family? I
do with family when they are willing to join. Then I listen to Joel Austin or TD Jakes, someone around, he comes around 7:30.
If someone told you, Dr. Ngahu, take me to Kanairo, where would you take them?
Kanairo? I have no idea where that is. Where exactly is that?
Nairobi.
Oh my goodness, that is Sheng for real. The new Sheng where they keep locking us out because they keep changing the names.
What's your drink?
Chicken. My dream car now is a GLE, Mercedes GLE.
How soon do you think you're going to take
Very
the
soon.
GLE? Very soon.
Yes.
The next interview.
Because I want
the
it.
GLE.
Because once you want something, somehow things start to work, to harmonize, to deliver it to you.
What's the most fantastic destination?
One of the most memorable destinations is actually going to Austria, to go to Salzburg, to go to the bus tour where this moving Sound of Music was made.
Dr. Ngahu, today there is a girl watching, a girl from Muranga, an agricultural area,
Yes.
who wants to run a successful business like yours and drive a nice Mercedes like yours.
Yes.
What advice do you have for her?
Don't compare yourself with others. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. Just work on yourself. The conversation on Know Your CEO continues next Monday.
Many thanks for watching. Thank you, Dr. Ngahu.
Thank you.